Yugoslavia. For some, it's a name buried in the past-forgotten experiment in unity. For others, it's a wound that's still fresh. Once a federation of 6 republics, Yugoslavia was an ambitious attempt to unite a region long divided by ethnicity, religion, and history. But from its very beginning, that unity was fragile. Division was baked into its foundation, and while it held together for decades, the cracks would eventually tear it all apart. But was it just about ancient hatreds, or was there something deeper at play? The story begins long before the wars of the 1990s. After World War II, the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia was born, made up of Croatia, Serbia, Macedonia, Montenegro, Bosnia and Herzegovina and Slovenia. Even then, unity was uneasy. Tensions simmered just beneath the surface, but under one man, the country held together: Josip Broz Tito. Tito wasn't just a leader, he was a symbol of brotherhood and unity. He promoted a common Yugoslav identity and suppressed nationalism with remarkable success. Under his rule, Yugoslavia became a regional power with a growing economy. For a time, it seemed the dream might actually work. But then, in 1980, Tito died and everything changed. Even before his death, the cracks were starting to show. The 1973 oil crisis and soaring national debt hit Yugoslavia hard. The economy, once promising, was now in turmoil. The southern republics were seen as unproductive, while the wealthier northern republics, Slovenia and Croatia, resented having to support them. Without Tito's balancing hand, nationalism, once suppressed, came roaring back to the surface. The country's very structure made things worse. Its internal borders didn't neatly align with its ethnic makeup. Serbs, Croats, Bosniaks, Slovenes, and others all lived scattered across the different republics. Within Serbia itself were 2 autonomous provinces, Kosovo and Vojvodina, each with its own complex ethnic mix. This was a powder keg waiting for a match. By the late 1980s, that match was lit. Protests erupted among ethnic Serbs in Kosovo who felt marginalized by the Albanian majority there. And a new figure rose to prominence amid this tension: Slobodan Milošević, Serbia's communist leader. Many hoped he would calm the unrest. Instead, he poured gasoline on the fire. Milošević didn't just acknowledge Serbian anger, he weaponized it. He stripped autonomy from Kosovo and Vojvodina, replacing their governments with his loyal allies. Soon, Montenegro's leadership was also overthrown and replaced by his supporters. This was the beginning of something far darker. As the conflict in Kosovo grew, Croatia and Slovenia voiced their support for the Albanians, which infuriated the Serbs. Demonstrations escalated, and both police and military forces were deployed. In 1989, the president of Yugoslavia, Raif Dizderevic, made a desperate plea: "Our fathers died to create Yugoslavia. We will not go down the road to national conflict. We will take the path of brotherhood and unity." But his words fell on deaf ears. The lines were now drawn: Serbs against Albanians, Croats, Slovenes, and Bosnians. By 1990, as communism lost its grip across Eastern Europe, nationalist parties surged in popularity. Ethnic minorities in each republic began to feel threatened, especially the large Serb minority in Croatia, who made up over 12% of the population. Croatia's new leader, Franjo Tuđman, vowed to defend Croatians from what he called the Serbian threat. In response, Croatian Serbs formed their own separatist region, the Sal Krajina, and demanded to rejoin Serbia if Croatia seceded. Then came the Log Revolution. Serbs in the Croatian town of Knin blocked roads with logs and appealed for help from the Yugoslav military. When Croatian helicopters moved in to crush the revolts, the Yugoslav Air Force intervened, warning the helicopters to turn back or be shot down. They turned back. The country was now on the brink of civil war. In 1991, the inevitable happened. In June, Slovenia and Croatia declared independence. Sparking the Yugoslav Wars, a brief ceasefire was negotiated, but the split was unstoppable. Macedonia followed in September. By early 1992, Bosnia and Herzegovina also sought independence, but this move would lead to unimaginable tragedy. On January 9th, Bosnian Serbs declared their own republic within Bosnia. When Bosnia's government officially declared independence in March, Bosnian Serb forces, backed by Milošević, laid siege to the capital, Sarajevo. This began one of the bloodiest conflicts in modern European history. By then, Yugoslavia was effectively gone, reduced to just Serbia and Montenegro. The wars ravaged the region, fueled by the collapse of communism, economic crisis, and, above all, explosive ethnic hatred. The dream Tito had built was destroyed. In 2003, the remnants of the federation rebranded as the State Union of Serbia and Montenegro, but even that didn't last. By 2006, Montenegro declared its independence, and Yugoslavia, once a federation of 6 republics, was gone for good. The story, however, didn't end there. The dispute over Kosovo continues to this day. Many nations recognize Kosovo as an independent country, but Serbia and its allies do not. The political and ethnic scars remain visible across the Balkans. Yugoslavia's collapse wasn't just the fall of a state. It was the unraveling of a dream, the idea that people divided by religion, language, and history could share a single identity. In the end, it wasn't foreign powers or political ideology that destroyed Yugoslavia. It was the divisions that lay within, the old wounds that unity could never fully heal. The story of Yugoslavia is a powerful and sobering lesson in how quickly nations can fall apart. If you found this history as compelling as we do, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the events that shaped our world. Thanks for watching.